Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in this video I'm going to talk about how to install avbin. And before I give a demo on how to install avbin, the very important thing is you have to know what is this avbin. And avbin, it's A stands for audio and V stands for video and bin stands for binary, and this avbin is used to decode an audio and video. And the very important thing is, since our Pyleap model is also based on Pyglet, the way this Pyglet is also a GUI programming, we have to also use avbin to decode the audio that we are using in our Pyleap model. So in this video lessons, what you will learn is how to install avbin and how to debug some error that you have been facing. But they were able to install this avbin correctly, they still face some issues. Like most importantly, like the common error is regarding the path of an avbin, where the system could not locate the avbin. So in this video I'm going to talk about how to install avbin and how to solve this error.
So the first thing is you need to install avbin as per your system specification. So you can check your system specification by right click on this PC and click on properties, and these window will be popped up, and there you should see your system type. And in my case it is 64-bit operating system, so you should install avbin as per your system specification. Like if your system works with 32-bit OS, then you need to install the avbin that supports 32-bit, and if your system works 64-bit operating system, then you need to install avbin that supports 64-bit operating system. So now I will show you how to download the avbin. So for that you need to open your Google and then type avbin download, and here you click on this first link, avbin download. There are three categories, like for avbin 10 for OS X and avbin 10 for Linux, and there is avbin 10 for Windows. So if you are working in Windows system, then you need to click, if your system works with 32-bit, then you need to click on 32-bit system. If you are using Linux, you go ahead with this category. So in my case I have already downloaded avbin for 32-bit OS and as well as for 64-bit OS. Once you have finished downloading this avbin, now what you can do is you directly click on, like in my case my system is of 64-bit OS. Now I'm going to click on this, you double click, and now click on yes, and now click on I agree, and then it's completed. Now you click on close. Now you just check whether your Pyleap your Pyleap works with audio or not, and if it works, then you are done. Like if it does not work, then you need to install this avbin 32 as well. So what you can do is, if there is still error where avbin is missing, then you need to install this avbin 32 as well. The very important thing is, if you get an error, your avbin is not recognized or there is some path error, so what you can do is you go to the local disk C and then go to program files, and then here you should see your avbin folder has been created. So here this avbin folder will be created only if you are able to download and install avbin correctly. So inside this avbin, then you should only see this uninstaller app. So rest you should not be seeing this, because in my case the avbin is working and it's perfectly fine. So if you get an error, then you should see your avbin.dll file also here. So what you need to do is you need to go to Windows, and then here you should find for system 32, because system 32 is here, and here you should see your avbin.dll file placed here, so that you do not get any error where your system will be able to recognize your avbin. So in my case it does not get error, so because my avbin.dll file should be inside the system 32. Now you see that I have a avbin.dll and avbin64.dll file has been placed perfectly inside the system 32, and you should see this inside your system 32 file. So otherwise, if you are not able to see this avbin.dll file here, then you should be seeing your file inside a program file where the avbin folder has been created, and you should see your avbin.dll file here. What you need to do is you need to right click, cut, and then you need to place it, go to the Windows, and you need to place it inside system 32-bit, and you need to click on paste here, and you should see your avbin.dll file here. So if you are able to find avbin here, then you should not get an error saying that it's not recognized or there is some path error. So it should work. So what you need to do is, first thing is install avbin as per your system specification. So if this still does not work, then you go ahead installing avbin 32 bits as well. Like even if you have installed both, it could be a problem with like your avbin.dll file could be missing from system32 folder. So you need to place, like you need to cut and paste your avbin.dll file here. I hope you may not get an error regarding avbin. That's all for this video, and we'll see you in the next video lesson.